Jackie O'Kelly.
And I'm Deborah O'Kelly.
And we're the creators of Golden Girl Granola. Today we're going to be making a recipe for you. This is our very first cooking video. And the recipe is called Maple Granola Pork Chops.
And we're going to be using our pork chops from Walden Local Meats.
This is a recipe by Andrea Cruz on Adventures in All Things Food, and you can find her blog at adventuresinallthingsfood.blogspot.com. This recipe we're making today makes an awesome dinner entree for entertaining guests, especially during this very chilly and snowy winter we've been having with all the nor'easters this particular winter/spring. And it's quite a simple recipe. It will definitely impress your guests with the brined pork chops, but it's fairly simple.
So for this recipe, you want to start at least a day ahead because the pork chops should be brined for at least 4 hours or even overnight. All of the ingredients you'll need are right here on the counter. 4 cups of cold water, 1/4 cup of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup.
2 eggs, 1/4 cup of canola oil, 1/2 cup of flour, and salt and pepper to taste.
6 thinly cut pork chops, 2 cups of Golden Girl Forest Maple Granola in the dark green package, and parsley to garnish. We're going to start by making the brine.
To make the brine, start by putting 4 cups of water into a large glass bowl, and then take your salt and stir that into the water. And add your brown sugar and stir that in, and then your maple syrup. And we like to stir with a whisk so that everything dissolves into the water. Once everything has been dissolved into the brine, we can take our pork chops, which we've cut in half to make thin, and place them into the brine. And then what we'll do is just cover it with a little piece of plastic wrap and put in the fridge in order to brine for 4 hours or overnight.
We've just taken the brined pork chops out of the refrigerator,
and we're ready to continue with the breading process. First, we're going to pulse the granola in a food processor until it's in uniform crumbles. The place where pork chops and cutlets are breaded is called a dredging station, so we're going to show you how to set up your dredging station. The first step is to set out 3 bowls. In the first bowl, we're going to combine the flour with salt and pepper, just to taste. And we'll stir that up a little bit. And then in the second bowl, we're going to crack our eggs. And we'll whisk them. And then in our third and last bowl, we'll put the crumbled granola. Now that our dredging station is all set up, we can preheat our oven to 350 degrees. While the oven preheats, we're going to set up our cast iron skillet on the stove and put in the 1/4 cup of canola oil. And get that heated on medium-high heat.
Now we're going to be dredging each pork chop. We're first going to take it out of the brine and pat it dry. Okay, dip it in the flour on both sides. Then in the egg. Then in the granola. Okay, making sure to coat it on both sides. And for now we'll put them aside. And then again. And just keep going through all your pork chops until they're all prepared.
We're going to take our breaded pork chops and stick them in the heated skillet. And we'll brown the pork chops on both sides. Once the pork chops are browned on each side, which should take about 3 minutes on each side on medium heat, then we can take them out of the skillet and set them in a pan that we're going to be baking in. Once the pork chops are in their oven-safe dish, we can put them in the oven. And they're going to stay in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the internal temperature, which you can calculate with a meat thermometer, reaches 160 degrees. Once the pork chops are done, we can plate them. And serve with a sprig of fresh parsley. And whatever sides you like.
For our sides, we chose couscous and asparagus.
And we'll enjoy with a lovely Irish drink, since it is almost St. Patrick's Day.
And here's to our first cooking video.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
It's really, really good.
It's juicy and tender.
These are like the best pork chops I've ever had.
I know, I would definitely serve these to company.